Welcome everybody to another Funded Trader of Trader Pool. Today Yassin is with me. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. How are you?
I'm great, excited like always. A new funded trader means that someone passed the evaluation and reached to the point where he trades on our capital and we split the profit. For those of you not familiar with the term, and Yassin did exactly that. Which program did you pass?
The mini buying power, actually.
Okay, so the mini buying power, you traded with $20,000 of buying power, and you basically need to reach the goal of 1,800 within 45 days. You did that. This is not the first time you've been trading with us, right?
No. Actually, this is my third try at it.
So let's talk a little bit about that. What's the difference that you see between the one that you just passed comparing to the two others that you terminated the account, basically?
Well, the first two, I had a problem with the sizing. My strategy is primarily discretionary trading, so I don't have a fixed sizing on or percentage that is fixed. So I have to adjust that so I can stay within the risk parameters. It took me a while to get it right, but eventually I did, and it just worked out fine.
Nice. Yeah, definitely one of the top things that I hear from other traders is the sizing part, right? To understand how many shares you need to take in order to get it right with the right risk management and then manage the trade, of course. And this is definitely something that takes time. And even if you are expert or how long you've been doing that? How long you've been trading?
Well, I've traded since 2017. I first started trading Forex.
So exactly. So you already got enough experience, but still, when it comes to trading in general, but also when it comes to evaluation programs, you need to first realize how much you're going to risk comparing to the size of buying power that you have. And this is definitely something very common for many traders. So tell me a little bit about, you said you started 2017 as a Forex trader?
Yeah, I started trading Forex, but didn't actually have any success with it. It wasn't for me. I mean, I figured out early on that any kind of the counter instrument has no edge, and you could catch a trend now here and then, but it doesn't work out always. Then moved on to trading stocks, and I met Nathan Misho of the Investors Underground. I joined those guys and started seeing using their strategies, shorting small caps and finding midday runners, and it worked out perfectly. The strategy is viable. It has a high winning percentage. So as long as you mind your sizing, and you'll be fine.
Nice. So let's dive into the trading part, because I know a lot of the guys that listening right now really wants to understand what's the process of finding the right trade, right? So for example, tell us a little bit about your flow, like a routine in any given day. What do you do when you first get up and starting to scan?
Right. I don't have a preset scanner or something. I just look for the top gainers of the day. I'll check out if there is a stock that is between $10 and $1. That's gapped up more than 40%, and check for if it's a low float or not. When I pick one, I'll just go check on the daily, see if that stock gapped previously on volume, like the day I'm gonna trade on, and see whether it closed near its lows or closed strong. That's how I can be sure that it's gonna end up doing what it's exactly gonna do that day. So if it's closed near its low, I'm gonna be looking to short near the pre-market high, and go on from there. If it's not, I'll just wait for a second day to short it on the next day. So
So this is exactly what I wanted to ask you about the second day, right? Because a lot of the guys will trade the first day after a nice move to the upside, would look for that fade and short it like the dump in the pump and dump. But tell me a little bit about the second day. How do you go about it? What are you looking for in the second day comparing to the first one?
well, on the second day, I'll just look for the previous. I look for the daily on the daily charts. I try to find the important levels where the stock rejected or found support or resistance. Draw those there and try to have a confirmation of a rejection on a certain level to short from there, and I can take it for just small size and let it run till the end of the day. That it works out always, and it's good.
Nice. I'm going to share your dashboard and show the guys at home how it looks like. So let's see it. Okay, so this is it. This is your dashboard. You're seeing basically the $20,000 of buying power, the mini buying power as we call it. Enough capital for anyone that want to trade, and it's also passing the PDT rule. Although it's $20,000, but it's passing the PDT rule just because we are trading in one big pool, meaning you're taking a chunk of that pool, so you're good to do your day trading. You had your target, you reached that target very nicely. All the rest of the risk parameters, the minimum trades, best trade cannot exceed 30% out of the total, all of those things. And this is how your chart looks like. You actually even continue to trade in order to reach that point. The risk parameters are aligned. And this is a very nice chart. You had some moments, great moments, when you picked up the pace, but then went down again. Tell me a little bit about those moves, going
Yeah,
up
well,
all the way down.
Well, like I said, it's always the sizing. If you check my trades, it's the sizing. Normally, what happens way often is I use the 300 stop on the day. That's my stop loss. That's always gonna be my stop loss. And when I catch a trade, I just let it run until it hits 500 or 400. So but on a certain day I lost like 800 since I was winning. I was on a trade that was too volatile. I got my take profit taken really quick, less than a 60-second. I didn't count.
Yeah.
I was upset about that. So I tried to revenge trade, thinking that the 500 won't account for the stop loss, for the daily loss. So I left the trade and went on and ended up losing $800. I was shocked. I thought that I'm just gonna lose like 300 on the day. That's fair, but yeah, that took me out a little bit and ruined my risk reward ratio.
I get that, definitely. And let's talk a little bit about that. First of all, you only short selling those penny stocks, right? I
Yeah.
got to ask you this. Did you ever try to go long on them as well and not just shorting them? Because obviously we have a lot of traders that doing exactly the same thing and making literally tons of money every month. What is it about the short selling compared to, just look for the long side? Why not that?
Okay, well, like I said, I'm a discretionary trader. I don't have a system, but whenever I try to go long on those stocks, I end up holding the bag, which is not a nice feeling. It doesn't always work out for me. If it sometimes, yeah, I'd cut a short squeeze or something, but it doesn't always work out for me. On the long run, almost all my losers were long. So.
Amazing. That's incredible to see that, because it's really, I'm looking at penny stocks a lot. Obviously, from time to time, I will trade them as well. Sometimes for the downside, sometimes for the ups. But I see a lot of opportunities. Obviously, you have on a penny stocks, in most cases, you will have the pump and then the dump, right?
Yeah.
So on the pump, you got plenty to do, a lot of flags, a lot of consolidations before then the strong move. And most of our traders really just looking for that short side selling. So interesting to hear all the time. I'm trying to tell the guys, try to look for long as well, not just short. But I get the same answer. It's easier when it comes to short selling them.
Yeah.
And what about trading big techs like Tesla, Amazon, Google? Did you ever try doing those?
No, not really. I've never actually tried those. I tried when back in the days. Tried options on Tesla and others like Google, big tech. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I never actually tried to trade them out proactively, like day trading.
So that's also interesting because we do have guys that started on the mini buying power, trading, shorting those penny stocks, and then they went through evaluation of a bigger account, let's say the extra or the ultimate, just because they wanted also to expand their arsenal and trade big names and pricey tickers. So that's maybe one thing you can think about as well. I like the fact that you have a very high success rate, 65%, super decent, with a 1-to-0.8 ratio. So obviously not a lot of space there. But again, because you have high success rate, that's covered that basically. But if you ask me, I would try to focus on increasing that just a little bit, maybe trying to hold it a little bit, or at least saving, let's say, taking 80% out and keeping 20% to continue to run, just to try to increase that risk ratio, because there are times in the market when the success rate will be lower, and then it could affect your P&L.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. Very nice, Yassin. So first of all, again, thanks so much for coming. I wish you best of luck, and hopefully we will do another interview once you get your first big check. And
For sure.
Yeah, sounds great. So from here, take care. Guys that listen in, come join us, The Revolution, tradeapool.com, get funded, trade with our capital, and we'll split the profit. Take care. Bye, Yassin. Thanks so much.
Thank you.